idea when I go to the Ritz-Carlton and other places. I ask them where's their boardroom, and then what I do is I go and I sit at the head. This was years ago. I would sit at the head of the boardroom table because I said to myself, one day I'm going to have my own boardroom. Or when Miss Alexander, I'm almost finished, when Miss Arnold, all of us was over there in that roach rat infested school that we had over top of Popeyes, that every time we shampooed good, it leaked in Ashley Stewart. Every time you were coming to enroll, I'm killing a roach so you wouldn't see the roach. My office was in the back with my office slash the library slash the Xerox room and the washer and dry area. AC Williams, no, they were students, and the washer and dry area was right behind me, so I'm talking like this because the washer and dry is moving. But every time we met, I kept telling them about we're going to move one day into a big building where we can have so and so and such an auditorium and a daycare and all this and all that. So what I'm telling you now, everybody, is this. Stop being limited. That's all I wanted to tell you today. Open your mind. We're going to get started this way. Open your mind to the possibilities of what really can happen. I'm teaching tonight to the barbers, my final night with them, and I'm telling them, you need to think about there is not a lot of barbers that's really doing it out here in the DMV. We need somewhere. Where's the chain barber salons besides Freeman's? Where's the barber videos? The last one we had was some junk that we paid for. Somebody showed it to me. They were like, where in the world is it? What I'm telling you is the possibility, they're endless. But the question that I have for you today is, the question is, when are you going to start imagining? When are you going to sit back and look at where you're supposed, or where you feel that you're going to be? I told Miss Branch, most of my people know that I said, what I'm thinking now is I'm thinking of the campus and the dormitories and the tennis court and the basketball court and the separate building where there's the cafeteria and the library and all of that. That is where my imagination is going. So when I look at stuff, I'm not looking at just the building now. I'm looking at land. I'm looking at where's the dormitories. I'm looking at how we can grow. This is why I'm telling all of you now that I want you to rise to the occasion, because I'm going to need you to help me to fulfill the vision that I feel that God has placed inside of me. But guess what? Everybody in here has something different. You have to look at yourself and figure out, well, why am I here? When my pastor came here last year for the business conference, his title was, what do you have in your hands? Everybody God has orchestrated all of us with different gifts and different talents. My question is, are we just gonna sit on it and don't use it? Like some of you in here can sing and we don't know nothing about it because you won't sing. Some of you in here have a lot of good talents. I appreciate people like Shayla Johnson, who came and worked on Monday, and she told the people, I'm not going to leave, Mr. Dickinson. She told the people, I'm not going to leave until I get the job done. Those are people that I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that want to work and don't always have their hand out, because the blessing is always given. Because if you give, you're going to get way more back than you get.